Hi there ladies and gentlemen, this is Eastwood for Life Fan, and this is a video of my Blu-ray and DVD pickups for the month of June. A fair stack that I picked up in June, so let's get to it. The first one is a title that I think a lot of collectors on YouTube would have picked up, and that's the Dario Argento's The Bird with the Crystal Plumage from Arrow, early 70s giallo movie, and another fantastic edition from Arrow yet again, and this is like a collector's edition with DVD and Blu-ray versions of the movie, stacked with loads of features and a nice little book that comes with it as well, and lobby cards and stuff like that. But another great release from Arrow. This stars Tony Musante, who was in the spaghetti western movie The Mercenary with Franco Nero, and the music is done by Ennio Morricone. So looking forward to this. I had to sort of think about picking this one up, but then I realised probably later that these editions normally double or treble in price, so it's best to pick them up nice and early. So looking forward to this, The Bird with the Crystal Plumage. Another popular title that I picked up, which I think a lot of people would have picked up, and that's The Indicator, the Sinbad Trilogy. And originally I wasn't going to pick this one up, but I thought about it and went on to the Indicator Powerhouse Films, and they'd sold out of their copies, so I quickly went to Amazon and ordered a copy and ordered it for £40, and when it came I was really happy I picked this one up, because this is a great, fantastic release from Indicator. And the trilogy contains 3 movies: the Seventh Voyage of Sinbad, The Golden Voyage of Sinbad, and Sinbad and the Eye of the Tiger. The first movie was made in the 50s, while the other 2 were made in the 70s. I think I've seen the last 2 as a kid, so it'd be pretty cool to revisit these movies again. But fantastic release, and it's limited to 6,000 copies, and my number is 2079. So if anybody's sitting on the fence about picking up this trilogy collector's box set, quickly grab a copy before they sell for crazy money. But another great release by Indicator, which is a UK label. Another title that I picked up from Indicator, and I was really looking forward to this, and that's the Charles Bronson cop thriller The Stone Killer, directed by British director Michael Winner. And this was supposed to have been released early in the year, but it got delayed, and then the actual US version got released by Twilight Time. But I'm glad I sort of held on for the UK version, because this version looks a better edition. Again, it's loaded with features, and this version by Indicator comes with the DVD, the Blu-ray, and a nice 40-page booklet about the movie and Charles Bronson. But another great release by Indicator. and it's a good cop movie where Bronson takes on the mob, and he plays kind of dirty in this one, a very similar sort of like Dirty Harry role for Charles Bronson, but good movie. And I'm looking forward to checking out the transfer, because this is an upgrade for me, as I had this on DVD. So that's the Stone Killer. I picked up a couple of Steve McQueen movies, which I'm a fan of Steve McQueen, and picked them up for a good price. First one, late 60s, cop thriller, Bullet, where McQueen plays Frank Bullet, San Francisco cop. And this also stars Robert Vaughn and Jacqueline Bisset. And classic car scene in this movie. I think most Steve McQueen fans would have this in their collection, and most people would have seen this movie. But classic cop movie, Bullet, which kind of sent the created the trend of cop movies that followed, because then after Bullet, Dirty Harry and the French Connection came along. Another Steve McQueen movie, and this is one of my personal favourites with The Great Escape, and this is the original The Getaway, directed by Sam Peckinpah. McQueen stars in this movie with Ali McGraw, Ben Johnson, and Italian-American actor Al Lettere, and great movie. And this is about an ex-con and his wife and a few others do a bank robbery which drastically goes wrong, and then McQueen and Ali McGraw, they go on the run. But great car chases and action scenes, one of my favourite Steve McQueen movies, The Getaway. And the last Steve McQueen movie I picked up was early 70s disaster movie, Tower Inferno. Not that big a fan of disaster movies, but this one, as a kid, I could always remember. And this stars Steve McQueen, Paul Newman in a slightly smaller role, and this movie is loaded with stars. William Holden is in this movie, and Faye Dunaway. Also Richard Chamberlain, Fred Astaire, O.J. Simpson, and Robert Vaughn and Robert Wagner are in this movie too. But great disaster movie, The Tower Inferno, Steve McQueen and Paul Newman. Picked up a couple of Spike Lee movies, which I do like my hip hop movies. And I do rate Spike Lee as a director, and this one is Do the Right Thing. Great Spike Lee movie, and this was made in the late 80s, and Spike Lee actually was featured in this movie. And also Danny Aiello, Italian-American actor, and even Samuel L. Jackson has a small role in this as the DJ. But great movie. It's kind of more like a neighbourhood movie with different nationalities and sort of heated moments in this neighbourhood of Brooklyn. But a classic movie. And watched this many a times, and even Rosie Perez is in this movie as well. But my favourite Spike Lee movie, Do the Right Thing. Also another Spike Lee movie I picked up. This one's Clockers, starring Harvey Keitel, and this is like made in the mid-90s. Again, this is set in Brooklyn. Not quite as good as Do the Right Thing, but still a quality movie. It's Clockers. Picked up a few titles from CEX, which sometimes is okay for a few cheap buys. and couldn't refuse this one. Classic gangster movie, Bonnie and Clyde, with Warren Beatty and Faye Dunaway, and I picked this up for £3, and that was a bargain. And it's about a loved up couple that go on a violent spree all over America, and also Gina Hackman is in this movie as well. But this is a classic movie, and I haven't seen this for a while. And I'm not the biggest fan of Warren Beatty, but he was outstanding in this, as well as he was in another gangster movie, Bugsy, which I need to pick up. So that's Bonnie and Clyde. Picked up 2 Leonardo DiCaprio movies. Shutter Island, Martin Scorsese movie, and when I watched this movie I was really surprised how good this was. I'm not the biggest Leonardo DiCaprio fan, but this one I really enjoyed, and I picked this up for £3. And DiCaprio plays a US Marshal who investigates the disappearance of a patient in a mental hospital, which most of the patients are more or less, they're all insane. But great movie, Leonardo DiCaprio in Shutter Island. And then the Oscar winning movie with Tom Hardy, The Revenant, and winner of 3 Oscars. And this looks like a great movie. I've yet to see this. When I did see the trailer and it came out, I thought I've got to see this movie. It says there, an epic and thrilling journey of survival. Probably a different role for Leonardo DiCaprio, but I'm willing to check this one out. I picked this up for £6, and it came with a nice little slip. The Revenant. Onto the DVDs, and I picked up only 3 DVDs. First one is a spaghetti western bootleg, which I bought on eBay, and this is Days of Violence, starring German actor Peter Lee Lawrence. And I picked this up as a bootleg because there's no official English audio version of this movie, and got quite a few Peter Lee Lawrence spaghetti western movies, and this will add to my spaghetti western collection, which I will start putting a few videos of my spaghetti western collection, but it will have to be done in parts because I do have a fair collection. But the best other version of this movie available is actually a German release with English subtitles. So that's Days of Violence. Also picked up this Eurocrime movie, Convoy Busters, starring Maurizio Merli, and this is a Stelvio Massi film, and Maurizio Merli is probably one of the top actors in the Eurocrime movies that they made in the 70s, which he died at an early age. And this is on the No Shame label, which is not available anymore. And No Shame was putting these titles out, and these movies are quite expensive because they're supposed to be the best versions of these movies, and used to come with a nice little chunky booklet and packed with loads of features. And most collectors out there, if they have any No Shame titles, will know that these can sort of be quite expensive. But another Eurocrime movie with Maurizio Merli. Looking forward to checking this one out, Convoy Busters. Then the last movie I picked up is a Clint Eastwood movie which was missing out of my collection, and this is Paint Your Wagon with Lee Marvin and Clint Eastwood. And first time I'd seen this, I'd only seen this the once. I wasn't a big fan of it, as this is a musical, and willing to give this one another go and withstand the singing in this movie. But all collectors know that we even got to pick up some of the lesser movies that we don't like from some of our favourite actors. But give this one a go. Again, this is Paint Your Wagon, and this has yet to have a Blu-ray release of this movie, so the DVD is good enough for now. So that's all my titles for the month of June, and I'm very pleased with the indicator releases. And a question to you guys out there is, although Indicator is a newish UK label, could this label rival some of the bigger labels out there like Arrow? Because I'm hoping that Indicator keep putting out quality releases and more often, because I think they give great value for money. So guys, tell us, what do you think of Indicator or Powerhouse Films as a label? Could it down the line sort of become a big player in the UK Blu-ray market? Because they're very similar to the Arrow company, and they do some fantastic releases, and we do need more great releases like these from Indicator. Great releases from Indicator. So guys, I'll see you all in the next video, which will probably be some spaghetti western videos that I'll put out. So guys, take care, keep healthy and well, and keep on collecting.